Hello friends, good morning and welcome to Technical Fast Forward. This is Sanju, your friend, recording a new video for you, which is decoding Google Finance. I mean, what do you mean by decoding is whatever stock market related stocks you track, you can extract these stock details, prices, closing prices to Google Sheets. So I just came up with a solution which can help you guys for extracting these details. It may be in use for you guys in the office purposes or at home you need some tracking for your portfolios. I know there are some tricky softwares available which may charge you for some bugs or so, but Google Sheets are user friendly and can be used free of cost from your Gmail account. So today I'll show you how to extract this data, and I'll show you how to create Google Sheets so that in an easy manner you are able to extract any prices you need. I mean, maybe at any exchange, if that stock price is available on Google Finance, you will get that prices in Google Sheets. As you see, this data is available. I'll show you some demo as well how to extract this. First, I would like to request you to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel Technical Fast Forward for more stock market related updates. And if anything comes to your mind, like you need some more updates on stock market related things or Google Sheets, or you are unsure of anything, you can definitely update that in the comment section. I'll try and definitely help you out with those. And please friends, please like and subscribe so that I have a good amount of motivation to start some more videos. So let's move ahead. So this is my Gmail account. I would just go over here, Google Apps. I'll just scroll down and you see here Google Sheets. Here's the Google Docs and here's the Google Sheets. So I'll click on Google Sheets. So once this sheet is loaded, I'll click on a blank one. So then I would rename here, just a second, it's loading. Yes. First of all, I would just rename this to Google Finance Prices. So the most important thing to extract prices from Google Finance is ticker, company name, whatever you need. I would require the closing price of yesterday, that is the previous closing. And of course I will get you the formula as well. So let's say if we track Reliance Industries, which is listed on NSE. So what I will do is I'll just copy this name, I'll just update it over here, Reliance Industries Limited. I need the ticker. Ticker is just below that name, which is NSE Reliance. This is the ticker for extracting the closing price for NSE Reliance. So we need this closing price. So what we'll do is we'll say equal to Google Finance. You see this first tab, you say I need the prices for the first column is always for ticker. So ticker is over here. So instead of giving this, I would just give a reference of this cell and I would say close yesterday. So the prices are not coming in. Why so? Because I have this attribute wrong. So what will I do in this case? I have this link which helps me change the attributes. So if I say that I need an attribute which gives me closing yesterday, so here is the attribute which gives me closing prices of a previous day. So I would just copy this and I would just replace this. So this is done, but yet you will not be able to get this prices. So what is wrong with that? I have the ticker right in place, I have the attribute properly. So what is the issue with this? So the issue is the ticker should not contain spaces in between. So we have one space over here. I'll just remove the space and I'll press enter. So yeah, where it is. We have the prices for Reliance Industries and the formula is Google Finance A2 close. So here is the formula which is updated. Instead, if you wish, like you don't want to give any cell reference, you can directly copy this and you can directly remove this and you can directly paste it over here. You'll get the same price. So it depends on you. You want to refer the cell or you want to give the ticker itself. But I would prefer it as a cell reference because it is a bit good enough if you have a number of list. I mean, if you let's say you have a list of 100 shares, so what you will do in that case? So instead of changing individually, I would just directly give a cell reference. So next, I'll try and extract a price of Alphabet. So here the price of Alphabet Incorporation Class C is. I'll take this. I'll update Google Finance Alphabet, and I'll take the remember to remove these spaces, and again I'll just copy and paste the formula down. So you see that these prices are being extracted in a manner and in a very easy way, like what all you can extract for share prices. I'll just try and give you some more examples on this. One thing I would like to clarify here is you see that this price is 1436.90 and the price we are getting is 1413 over here. So this price is from here, which is previous close. So whenever we say we need a price of previous closing, so we'll get this price instead of this price which we are seeing this over here. This is the last trading price whenever the shares were traded last. You can see it over here. Yeah, this will be changing on real time basis because right now the market is open. So let's move to another attribute. So what is that? Let's say I need high of this. This is 1441.25. So what I will do is, again I'll just copy this down. I'll copy this as well. I'll just have some spacing. So what happens over here is, instead of close yesterday, you say high. So 1441.25 is the high for today. You can see this 1441.25. So I know there may be a lots of attributes over here. I mean, you will not be able to remember anything. So what I will do is I'll give you this link, which is a support from Google Finance. I mean, the Google Docs itself, they do provide this formula as well and the attributes you wish to change. So the first part will be the ticker and second is the attribute. So for extracting these things, these are known as the attributes and the attributes are given over here. Attribute is for price by default. You have this attribute for real-time data, but if you need for previous closing, so you have this attribute for previous or historical data, and after this attribute, all the below ones are for mutual funds. So we have some timeline based as well. So attribute is for real time, this one, This one is for attribute for historical data, and the attribute is for mutual fund data. So you can use this page. I'll give you the link of this page in the description, and then you can use this link as and when and as and how you need. So this was part one of this session today. I'll move to another part now. Like I would like to share the details of how do you extract currency parts. I mean currency exchange rates. I mean how will you be able to extract currency exchange rate from Google Finance directly. I mean here it is not available. I mean which currency you need, or what is the closing time, or whatever it is. So I'll just show you how we can extract the currency parts. So here it is from and to. So I need currency exchange rate for USD to INR, or let's say USD to CAD, or CAD to GBP. So how will I get this from Google Finance? So this is way too simple and you can do it easily. I have this sheet already ready for you for some examples. So I'll just show it to you how can you extract the price. So if I say USD INR, so if I click on enter, this will give me previous close. So I'll just drag it to this. Okay, so what I do is, today is 1st of July, so this one is giving me the price of 30th June and the closing price was 75.65. So how this conversion rate works? So let's say I have US dollar 1, which is $1, and if I convert this to INR, I'll get 75.765 rupees in Indian currencies. So now I'll show you, this is the previous closing price, right? And here is the formula. So what you say is USD to INR, I need previous closing, or let's say if you need today's price, let's say today. So what you will do is you will just simply remove this formula, remove this -1, and you will get the price which is current 1st of July. This is different than yesterday. 75.765 was yesterday's price, which is 30th June. Today's price is 1st of July with time 75.49. Now we'll move to USD and CAD. So what I'll do is I'll just take this formula. I'll change USD INR to USD CAD. Again, if I need previous closing, I'll add -1 over here and an equal to. So from USD to CAD, if I convert, so this means USD 1 and CAD will be 1.35749. I hope this is very much clear, and if you need today's price, you will just delete this -1 and you will get this price. Let's say friends, if you need the price for, let's say I should say 100 days, that is around 3 months and 10 days, I would just input -100 and I'll get the price over here. So until this time, until we get these prices, I would just do one thing. I would take this, and this is the last formula I would be able to show you, and this is CAD to GBP. Yeah, here it is. This is exactly 100 days previous from today's date, which is 24th of March. The closing price was 1.443775. So you can see this conversion rate, whatever date you need. I mean, you can change the formula, and with the formula you get the date and everything. So here is the error, because just now the date is changing. So instead of today, I would put in over here is -1, so that I could get the previous day's closing price, which is 1st of July again, because the date has been changed to 2nd of July. So let's move ahead with this. I would say again -1, which is previous day closing. You can change the date as per your requirement, and I would just be showing you this. So again over here, CAD is 1. So whatever is on the left hand side, you get it as 1, and the currency conversion rate on the right hand side. So if I say $1 is 0.5895 pounds, which is the conversion rate. So one more thing I would like to tell you over here is that, let's say if I have to extract with cell referencing, so how would I do that? I would just take this Google Finance price, and there's a formula to it. I would just delete this, make a space, and I would add, and say cell referencing is A10 and B10. Okay, so you see that what have I done? So my cell number A10, which is this, cell number A10 and cell number B10. So if I say that my cell number contains this currency, which is CAD to GBP, and then I need that price for day 1. So let's say if I change this to USD and GBP, so my formula should update. Yes, that is proper. So you see that we can also use cell referencing for updating these things. So I think this will be a better and useful in daily purposes for your office conversions, and everything whatever you need for currency from Google Finance, and as per the days you need. And please do like and share the channel. I would request you, and I would ask you to share with your friends and the people who are in need for Google Finance sheets, or anyone can use this file. So what I'll do is, I have prepared some things for you over here in this sheet, which is for currency, along with the referencing and the formulas over here. So you can refer it, you can take this sheet from the description box, but you will not be able to edit or update anything in this sheet. Instead, you can download, or you can take some references for formulas and create your own sheet as per your need. And I have given the links as well in the sheet. I will try and update these links in the description as well. So for the share price, which I told you initially, I have given multiple share prices with cell references, so you can add anything you need. See, I have given this example of shares outstanding over here as well. So this would be very much useful, and you can use this links, Google Finance, which are attributes. And the second thing is, I would give you this as well if you need this help on Google Finance currency things, or else you can use my sheet, wherein I have mentioned currency, so that you have the formulas as well. Wherever you need, you can update anything you need, and definitely you can ask me in the comment section that whatever extra help you need on this Google Finance extraction or Google Sheets. Thank you friends, thank you for being so much patient on this, and I hope this will help you in growing your office hours, or your at home, or your portfolio, or other stock markets things, or some tracking part. Thank you, friends. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much.